What's IDK mean? What does it mean?
The International Dance Collaboration.
No, I don't know.
I do know as well.
Yeah, that's Stevie Decibel. That's Serge, aka Dub Babies, Larry Love, aka the Abattoir production brother.
Yeah, what happened? Kept making these beats, like the one that you can in the background, which is kind of a blend of various different styles of music. So every time we kept giving them to people, everyone kept asking us what genre it was, and we didn't know, so we just called it IDK. Yeah. That's where it started. So far, it's just been people from that state, but anybody who's involved, this is why hopefully you guys will help us get more people involved. Basically, if they live in Lambeth and specifically on an estate in Lambeth living, basically they should be able to come to this course for free and sit down and learn a little bit about music. But more to the point is figure out if they want to pursue music, because it isn't as simple as it may look as well. Like what I do notice about a lot of other courses, they train you up, they show you a little bit of equipment, and generally after that you're just back out on the road with no real guidance of what to do. We've got this information, but no one's actually showing you, well, you can do this, this and that. They're not actually pointing out the options. So as we kind of have a few more links to them, we can at least show them how to set up a label and actually facilitate their music getting out.
Yeah, my name's Nathan, artist name Esso. I was on a how can I explain it? On a different path, kind of like. And then obviously, yeah, came along Steve, like me and him bucked up. Like I was with a couple girls, like obviously he bucked up with me. Like saw me out on the road and was like, yeah, boom, what you doing out on the road sort of thing. So yeah, like I was like, alright, cool. Like yeah, so went to his house, like yeah, like we were just chilling. And then I saw you had a studio up in there. I was like, right, you got a studio then, Steve? He's like, yeah, man, we've been doing this thing for ages, sort of thing. So I was like, oh, cool, deep. So at least I got like a little knowledge of the game, of how it kind of went down, sort of like. So yeah, me gaining my knowledge sort through that, I learned how to get an own record label. I've been up in the studio a lot of times, been seeing like various of artists coming through, so it's made me kind of motivated to like stay on my job.
So now if you touch one of these ones there, now just the green bit. Then if you touch, you just move this across.
And all the kids know, you know, from, I'm not saying Nathan's a kid or whatever, but you know, the youth know, you know, that music is it's one of the most powerful ways of, you know, to getting yourself up a bit, and you have to come up level. You know, we work with people like Tenor Flying, Daddy Freddie, legends. You know, when you come to the studio and you work with them people, do you know what I mean? It gives you some optimism. I like to think what we've got going on here reflects that, you know.
Our connection with the Jam is obviously knowing, you know, Larry Love, Aurora yourself, Stevie, and you know, Stevie's setting up, and Aurora setting up this charity for, you know, young people in the community, and it's music, putting together music, you know, producing it, making it, and when I heard you guys are doing that, obviously it's in my interest, you know what I mean? So I've come to the Jam and I want to participate in that, you know what I mean? Encouraging younger ones to, you know, come on through. If you're interested in music, come on through.
People that want to kind of come and actually see what it's really like from a professional point of view. So Larry's been, how long you been in this music game?
Don't know, too long, 20 years or something.
Yeah, there's not many people with that wealth of experience that would actually sit down with the community and actually talk to them and actually show them like, yeah, it is fun in one sense, but in another sense there's a whole lot of work that needs to be done. Well, I was born and raised in Brixton, so I've always known it to be musical, and every corner there is people doing something, but it's just the best thing about the Jam is it allows the people to actually come in and do something.
You know, whatever I know into it, you know, I'm willing to teach another one, you know, and the next one can teach the next one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm willing to, you know, make that time and the sacrifice, you know what I mean, to teach the youth them, because, you know, most likely they don't know, so the youth them and thing. They're a bit lost, because truth told them now, the role model them is here like me, Super 4, Max, You know what I mean? Yourself, Aurora, Steve.
If you've got a flow, mate, to keep people flowing while you're recording, you press play there, so it just keeps them going and what's not. So one thing, recording there, keep it tidy, that there.
And giving kids an opportunity to make music. It's a two-way thing. We're not into charity here. We're businessmen and business women. You know what I mean? And we want to make money out. And we want people to be self-sufficient and do that and do free music because there's no industry. We are making it up as we go along. Yeah. That's why everyone having no labels. It's chaotic sometimes and this and that, but it works because there's no other template as to what we're doing. So in that sense, we're kind of in the dark. But I think good thing we work with the youth and all is they bring sharp ideas to the thing. You know what I mean? They're not too blunted like.
I'm Jodie Diana. My artist name is Jodie Diana also. And I've been singing started properly singing and getting into my music when I was around 12 years old, and I discovered Stevie on the other side through my family, and I moved down and he gave me some tips like he did with Nathan, helped me set up a label, filled me in on things what I didn't know at all, and it's been great, just been down here and learning things what I didn't know.
Spark their imagination and give them something that's creative and positive, and keep from twiddling their thumbs. Idle hands make devil's work. And we've got to do this, and it's something that everyone needs to get involved in because it does take a village to raise a child, and we need to get that program. That these children are ours, and we're only going to get older, and they're going to be walking past us. It's best to get involved in them now. Do something fun, like music and art.
Like